All right, as everyone's coming in, I think I will just get started. So welcome everyone to, all right, hello everybody, there we go. I'll use the voice that usually gets everyone's attention. All right, good morning everyone. We're excited to be here. This is our 11th National Cleanup Workshop. And once again, I can't thank the US Department of Energy, EFCOG, and ECA for putting this together. It's a lot of work, but it's a great time for all of us to get together to talk about some of the key issues that are going on in the EM program. And hopefully most of you are familiar with all these acronyms we're going to throw at you today, but we'll try and explain them as well. And please come and grab us if there's something we should explain. So my name's Seth Kirshenberg. I'm the Executive Director of Energy Communities Alliance. I always like to think about how we started these types of things. And I'll never forget my first meeting, Secretary Pena, that tells you how old I am, and Senator Domenici came and spoke at our meeting because there were a lot of changes going on in the DOE world. There were layoffs, like thousands and thousands of layoffs. They were announcing the closure of different sites. And their focus was, we are going to be with you. The communities are important. They were both former mayors. And that this EM program is also really important. We've got a big job ahead of us, and we want to make sure that this program is supported. We're at an interesting point right now. This is the first time in several years we're starting to see a potential budget cut. The president's request and then the House number actually has a pretty large decrease in the EM budget. We haven't had the Senate numbers yet, so we don't know where it's going to come out, but it's something to focus on. The policy issues and changes, there last 2 weeks ago, there was an interesting, I'll say leak, or there was an interesting discussion. I don't know how to say it, but the folks who live in around the Hanford site in Richland know that there was a discussion about whether WTP, the waste treatment plant, would move forward or not. There's been clarity from the Department of Energy that they are moving forward with opening the facility, but it was an interesting week or two as we went through that. And then leadership in EM has changed. Joel, just last week or 2 weeks ago, was the manager of the Paducah site, and he's the acting EM1, and we're very excited to see you here. It was interesting. The Paducah Chamber came in, and we were all talking about the great job that you had done doing something very difficult, which was working on not only the cleanup, but the land conveyance issues and the announcements that were coming out of it. And it takes a lot for the managers to say, yes, I want to do these things and work on it. And you worked on it for a long time, and we got a lot out of it. And there's a lot of success. And what you're going to see here, I think people are excited that you're in this position as the acting EM1. And we're also excited about Tim Walsh. ECA supported his nomination. We wrote a letter. We're very excited about Tim Walsh getting through the Senate confirmation process, and we hope that occurs real soon as well to bring in that leadership. I just want to take a step back again also and talk about that time when we talked about Senator Domenici and Secretary Pena coming to one of these meetings and talking to us. We were all at the beginning of the cleanup program. What we've seen from the hard work, and I always think of Gerald Boyd for some reason, because he was another manager who everyone said, this is really hard to do. And he was the manager in Oak Ridge. And he was talking about and looking at, how do we set risk levels for cleanup, and how do we reuse our sites? And I'll never forget, because he was one of the few managers who was trying to do this. You had it at a couple of other sites as well. But there were also sites, I remember getting on with the manager at Hanford at the time, who said, there's no way we're ever going to transfer any land. This is not going to happen. But the work that Gerald and other managers did, and other DOE people and the DOE contractors to clean up the sites, has created opportunities now where we've got nuclear fuel manufacturers, we've got SMR developers, we've got advanced reactor developers, we've got manufacturers. And then we're also reusing the site for national defense. We're looking at the NNSA sites, the NE sites, the naval reactor sites. These are all key programs that EM is undertaking that we need to continue to move forward. So ECA, this is a plug before I hand over the mic, we put together a report that outlines all the different programs that are going on at the different DOE sites right now. There's a great chart in the back that summarizes by state all these different things that they're in your packets or they're in the back also. But it goes through all the different opportunities that have been created from the cleanup program as we move forward, and we hope to continue to use that. As Joel said, I hope I'm not stealing his line, our sites have become from the cleanup programs to now they're beachfront property. These are key properties that people are looking at for reuse, because we've got the communities that support these programs. We've got the workforce that understands and how to work on these issues. You've got the leadership at DOE saying these are critical programs to move forward with. And so we've got a lot of great things going forward, and we hope to continue those types of things. With that, I'm going to hand over the mic to Mayor Brent Gerry from the city of West Richland, the ECA chair. He's been the chair for the last 4 years of ECA. He's been on the executive board for the last 10 years. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Thank you, Seth. Appreciate that. Seth's pretty much covered everything I'm going to give you today on my statement here. So thank you for the lead in. We appreciate that. So good morning, everyone. It's great to see everybody here today as we kick off the National Cleanup Workshop. And on behalf of all our elected local officials and ECA board members, it's my pleasure to welcome all of you here, and we're very excited to be here as well. It was kind of an iffy deal if we were going to be able to make this happen, but the persistence of ECA staff and of all of our sponsors certainly made that happen. As Seth said, my name is Brent Gerry. I'm the mayor and CEO of the city of West Richland, as well as the chair of Hanford Communities. Well, I'm part of them too, so a lot of hats. That's why I have no hair. Chair of Energy Communities Alliance. But as our ECA chair-elect council member Chuck Hope says, our communities are open for business. And we are seeing DOE facilities being reused for nuclear projects. Our local governments are working hard to do what they can to create opportunities at our DOE sites. Partnerships between ECA, DOE, and EFCOG and the nuclear industry have been and is a creation of new opportunities. This has been a key initiative for ECA in the past 10 years, and we want to see these businesses succeed in our communities, and we expect it'll be a priority for ECA for the next 10 years. In addition, ECA initiatives address cleanup, collaboration-based siting, and new nuclear development. They are key ECA priorities. This week, as Seth mentioned, ECA published 2 papers. One is our Change is Coming article in the Bulletin, and the Atomic Age to New Nuclear. These reports reflect how important site reuse and new nuclear are to me and the communities of ECA. In the bulletin, we capture ECA's recommendations for changes coming to EM and DOE overall. We believe it's important to continue building momentum for EM's progress and to take advantage of the rapid pace and change across the federal complex to create more opportunities. This means really defining EM's mission scope, prioritizing reuse of DOE, assess and continue the improved EM operations. That said, the recent changes at EM have been a lot. We need to stabilize leadership at EM, and we really appreciate our good friend Joel, acting EM1, and Tim Walsh as the nominee. We hope to see Tim and Joel leading EM going forward. Their leadership will ensure that we can continue transform America's energy landscape and leading nuclear energy development to continue our key national defense and science missions. On that note, I was happy to see EM move forward with DF Law after some concerning news reports. DF Law is important to my community. For the first time in Hanford's history, we are about to meaningfully reduce the amount of waste at the Hanford tanks by beginning hot commissioning of the low-activity waste vitrification at the waste treatment plant. As many of you in this room know, it's been a long time coming. We're also fully supportive of grouting Hanford's tank waste in addition to vitrification. We need an all-above approach, open DF law, and also use high-level waste interpretation, giving the tremendous volume of tank waste that needs to be treated. Both can run in tandem, likely for decades. We are also tracking the recent articles about WIP. I can tell you that ECA members support WIP as a critical site. ECA's new vice chair, Mayor Pro Tem J.J. Chavez, has ensured the communities around the nation always knows what's going on at WIP and will continue to work to support the WIP program. Our key message is EM has accomplished a lot, but as we all know, there's still a lot to do. Now is the time to review what is working and what is not. Not just EM, but DOE as it relates to EM. This would send a strong signal to Congress that EM is serious about serving as strong stewards of taxpayer resources. It also would help ensure local communities the DOE is serious about getting cleanup work done fast while doing so in a safe and effective manner. During the days ahead, you'll hear from ECA members on what we are doing, and we hope you'll explore new ways we can work together. ECA continues to promote discussions around where to dispose of high-level waste and spent nuclear fuel. We see it as essential to ensure EM cleanup program can be completed and will be move high-level waste out of our sites from around the country. Under the DOE's collaboration-based siting program, we are assisting local governments build capacity and education around siting a new nuclear repository and opportunities that may exist with hosting related facilities. ECA continues to foster its international partnership with municipalities around nuclear facilities. The Global Partnership of Nuclear Communities, which I've had the honor to chair since its inception, represents partners between ECA, GMF Europe, and the Canadian Association of Nuclear Communities. This cooperation, our partners, is assisted by the support of Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, and we'll also be organizing some webinars throughout the year, so keep your eye out for those. They're very interesting. We now have 24 countries represented in this global partnership and more joining. EM has been instrumental in facilitating these international relationships, and it's all thanks to the strong partnership we already have with EM. ECA will be hosting its 5th New Nuclear Forum this spring. This has proven to be a great meeting every year to demonstrate what beneficial reuse can really mean. We thank you, John Longnecker and Fleur, for the support of this initiative. We also have an upcoming forum, April 21st through the 24th, 2026 in the Aiken, Augusta area. We hope all of you can support our communities for this meeting. These aren't just ECAs working on. These are issues that we're all working on together and always will be working on together. These are just some of the topics that you'll be discussing over the next couple of days. One more time, I'd like to thank DOE, EM, EFCOG for their commitment and partnership. Thank you to the event sponsors, including Atrum, Adkins Realis, Bechtel, Fluor, HII, Longnecker, Navarro, and many others. This collaboration is particularly important in this period of change and evolution. With that, thank you. Now I'll turn it over to DJ. Come to the podium. You're up, my friend.
Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 2025 National Cleanup Workshop on behalf of the Energy Facilities Contractors Group, which is federally known as EFCOG. It's an honor to be a part of this important gathering where really we want to emphasize collaboration, innovation, shared purpose as we drive toward collective mission success. It's very interesting, the theme for this year, if you've seen this in the agenda, driving down risk, building up new opportunities. It perfectly captures the spirit of transformation that really defines the work that we do. Across the complex, not only are we reducing legacy risk, we're actually enabling the future. And nowhere is it more evident than what you'll hear today in the role of the Office of Environmental Management that plays, and their theme of enabling a new era of American energy. EM's cleanup mission is foundational to unlocking new possibilities. By safely disposing legacy facilities, remediating contaminated sites, and modernizing infrastructure, we are clearing the path for innovation, sustainability, and energy security. From repurposing land for clean energy development to supporting advanced manufacturing and science, EM is helping shape the next chapter of American energy leadership. This progress is really only possible through partnership. And EFCOG is proud to work alongside DOE through the national labs, ECA, the communities they represent, the industry, to share best practices and improve performance and deliver results. Today and together, we are building a safer, more resilient future. But here's the opportunity. Consistent with the Executive Order 14912, there's a clear opportunity for a fundamental shift in strengthening the partnership between DOE and its labs, plants, and sites by implementing a new governance model. One that emphasizes mission performance while maintaining requisite levels of safety, security, and quality. An innovative approach that actually can bring significant cost savings and project acceleration to reduce transactional oversight and allow more resources to go towards mission execution. A key to achieving this is going to be assigning decision makers with the lowest level of responsibility and commensurate accountability, prompt decision-making, and consistent policies among the DOE sites, and the key areas including approval of using digital tools, procurement, contracting, et cetera. And EFCOG is focusing on this as the near-term opportunities for change over the next 6 months. Contractors will identify near-term wins and validate this approach. And I'll just give you an example within NNSA, looking at opportunities for accelerating pit production, weapons production, introducing digital tools. These are opportunities for streamlining workflows within our processes. So as I close my comments this morning, I want to take an opportunity to truly thank two people. First, I want to thank Seth. As the Executive Director for the Energy Communities Alliance, his tireless leadership in bringing us together, advancing the interest of the communities that are impacted by the cleanup mission. And Seth, for your dedication and lasting support, thank you for the great work that you do. And a special welcome and a heartfelt thanks to Mayor Brent Gerry. And so you've heard Mayor Gerry's comments, but he has been a steadfast supporter of the Hanford community and your vision of what comes next. It's the kind of leadership and example that we want all leaders to show, where you can have a local voice, but you can also shape the national future. And so Mayor Gerry, I know that this is going to be your last cleanup workshop, and we could not be more proud to have had you as a partner over the last 4 years. So congratulations and thank you for your tremendous work. As we begin this workshop, I encourage each of you to really lean in. Share your insights, challenge the assumptions, and build new connections. And it doesn't matter whether you're a seasoned expert or a first-time attendee, your voice actually matters. And this is the opportunity to exchange ideas where we can shape policy, we can improve safety, we can accelerate innovation across the complex. So let's use this time together, not only to reflect on what we've accomplished, but to imagine the possibility. The future of American energy is built right here, and it starts with the work that we do together. Thank you, and let's have a great work.